practice to control. Yun po. So, thank you, Miss Marilyn. So for empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It's about stepping into someone else's shoes, really seeing and sensing the world through their eyes and feeling what they feel. You also feel what they feel. Okay? So the next part is a video about empathy. Baka lang medyo malakas. So ano nyo na lang yung volume nyo. So this is a video about empathy from Brené Brown. She is a speaker about self-compassion, vulnerability.
So what is empathy, and why is it very different than sympathy? Empathy fuels connection. Sympathy drives disconnection. Empathy, it's very interesting. Teresa Wiseman is a nursing scholar who studied professions, very diverse professions where empathy is relevant, and came up with 4 qualities of empathy. Perspective taking, the ability to take the perspective of another person or recognize their perspective as their truth. Staying out of judgment, not easy when you enjoy it as much as most of us do. Recognizing emotion in other people and then communicating that. Empathy is feeling with people. And to me, I always think of empathy as this kind of sacred space when someone's kind of in a deep hole and they shout out from the bottom and they say, I'm stuck, it's dark, I'm overwhelmed. And then we look and we say, hey, climb down. I know what it's like down here, and you're not alone. Sympathy is, ooh, it's bad, no, you want a sandwich? Empathy is a choice, and it's a vulnerable choice, because in order to connect with you, I have to connect with something in myself that knows that feeling. Rarely, if ever, does an empathic response begin with at least. And we do it all the time. Because you know what? Someone just shared something with us that's incredibly painful, and we're trying to silver lining it. I don't think that's a verb, but I'm using it as one. We're trying to put the silver lining around it. So, I had a miscarriage. Oh, at least you know you can get pregnant. I think my marriage is falling apart. At least you have a marriage. John's getting kicked out of school. At least Sarah is an A student. But one of the things we do sometimes in the face of very difficult conversations is we try to make things better. If I share something with you that's very difficult, I'd rather you say, I don't even know what to say right now, I'm just so glad you told me. Because the truth is, rarely can a response make something better. What makes something better is connection.
So, what are your key takeaways from the video? Again, this training is really all about empathy, more than the steps for first aid. So, what are you picking up from the video? Yes, thank you, Miss Diane. Okay. What are you guys learning from the video? Kahit may mga one key takeaway lang. Ganyan. Nandiyan pa kayo? Kaya pa ba? And so we have Kian. Meron pa. Si Mark first. You must have a shoulder to cry on. Kian, helping is not about giving your opinion, but about letting them know you're there. Wow, ganda, ganda. Denise is empathetic presence is helpful. Yan. Okay, thank you. Yan. Others, meron ba kayong key takeaways from the video? Yan. I love that video. Super love that video. Yan. Empathy builds connection. Sympathy creates distance. Yan. Listening does not necessarily mean that you have to give advice. Yes. Sympathy is a choice. Yes. Kapag sobrang lalim ng nararamdaman ng isang tao, hindi lang sympathy ang kailangan, mas important ang empathy. Tama. You don't have to solve others' problems right away all the time. Sometimes you just need to be there for them. Can't say anything helpful, just be there. Yes, tama yan. I truly believe this. If you can't say anything helpful, just be there. It will be helpful na iparamdam sa tao may pinagdadaanan na you are there for them and you relate with them. And to be someone's safe space to be vulnerable. All right, thank you so much, everyone. So definitely, that's what we're trying to do with this training. Again, empathy. And so, again, trigger warning. This is we're gonna go back to the kids, the 4 kids, no, and it's about them talking to their teacher. So the teacher is performing a little bit of psychological first aid. Okay, so type ready when you're ready.